Hello, Apes crew. It's Kara Lenorovitz, and welcome back. I hope that you all had a great February break, that you got a little bit of downtime, a little relaxation, and hopefully a little time away from your computer screens as well. We're going to dive right back in this week, though, so let's go ahead and get started. Couple housekeeping things. We are back as usual, so you are receiving, of course, this weekly learning plan. Make sure you're checking that for important links and information. We will be back on schedule to have our synchronous session this coming Thursday, March 4th at our usual time. This particular one is also going to include our Module 7 DBA, so exciting to have that back. And I am back doing regular office hours this week as usual on Tuesday morning from 8:30 to 10:30, Wednesday afternoon from 1 to 3. Please feel free to reach out and schedule a time via the Canvas calendar if you'd like to have additional help or just another opportunity to check in. In terms of upcoming stuff, in the near future, I'm going to be sharing with you some more news about your College Board exam and a couple of different options and timeframes that might apply for you for that. And we'll be starting pretty soon Module 8 as well. So just a quick review of where we've been. Obviously, we're coming out of February break, depending on when your school scheduled it. You maybe either just came off it this past week or have a week behind you before you had that vacation. But you should be in the process right now of actively collecting and data and running your experiment on the solid waste lab. So I'm hoping that you and your classmates have gotten together, finalized your plan and procedure, finished setting up your experiments, and now hopefully are getting ready to collect week 2 of your data. If you aren't, make sure you get that situated as soon as possible. I also just want to remind you of a couple of things in terms of resources. We're going to continue to use AP Classroom. There weren't any particular resources that we're using this week, but make sure you have access to that. We are also going to continue to use your new Apes textbook, the one with the falcon on the front. So please make sure you have gone through the process of setting up that account so you have access to it. And again, as I mentioned a moment ago, there's going to be new information soon coming about the College Board exam. One of the options, and the one that we're going to continue to prepare for, is that you will be taking it in person hard copy on May 14th at 12 p.m. So more news there coming soon, but wanted to make sure you're thinking about all of those things. As well, you've been spending some time in this past module thinking about this stuff that is described up on the slide of this screen. On the right-hand side, there's some information there about why this is so important. And this particular does all of these things. It's a great integrator. It's a snapshot of geologic and climate and biologic and human history. It's a waste decomposer. It's a source material for construction and medicine and art. It filters waste and water. It's an essential natural resource. It's home to an inordinate number of organisms, both plants and animals and microorganisms. It's a medium of heat and water storage. It's a producer and absorber of gases, including carbon dioxide, and it's a medium production for food. Any thoughts? I'm hoping it's starting to ring a bell here. Here are a few other clues about it. There are more microorganisms in a handful of this stuff than there are people on Earth. It takes more than 500 years to produce just under an inch thick of this stuff. And it greatly reduces the risk of flood by storing about 0.01 of Earth's total water. It's a living system. It filters out pollutants. It could be one of the big factors in helping us moderate climate change. If you haven't thought of it yet, we're talking about soil, and it's what you've been exploring and studying for the last couple of weeks. I want you to just have a context of just how important it is. So yes, indeed, what that was describing was soil, which you know has a particular structure. It's made of a particular mix of different ingredients, and it varies in different places around the world. It also is the basis for most of the food production that humans rely on, as well as serving as the substrate for where we build all of our homes and buildings. So it's incredibly important. So this week, you're going to continue to work with your knowledge about soil, and you're going to be applying it, not just soil, but land and food in general. You're going to be applying it in several different ways. The first way is that you're going to continue to do AP exam and math prep. Hopefully at this point, you've already done part 1 of this, which was practicing a bunch of different free response questions. After you've turned those in, I will be working on getting you feedback to those, and then you're going to do a little bit of reflection. You are also going to be practicing free response questions for our discussion-based assessment. Like our last DBA, this particular one is going to be based on a full released FRQ from a previous College Board exam. Like last time, you are going to time yourself for 20 minutes and do a free write handwritten response to that particular question. And you're going to do that in advance of our DBA. And during our DBA, we will actually go through the scoring criteria and you'll grade your own FRQ. So similar to last time, new question, new topic. I think you're going to find it pretty fun and interesting. That, of course, will get you ready for taking your module exam for Module 7. And in the meantime, you are continuing to work on your collaborative solid waste lab. So again, you should be underway with that data collection already. Let's just jump to take a couple of peeks. All right, I apologize. I think I transitioned before finishing my statement there. So we're just going to look at a couple of things in Canvas for reminders. Here's our weekly learning plan. You're going to see that there aren't any new learning objectives, but you're going to be pulling together all of those from Module 7 and the work that you've been doing on your collaborative lab. So your to-do list this week has 5 things on it. One, of course, is your AP exam and math prep. Hopefully you will have turned in part 1 and be awaiting feedback from me so that you can complete part 2. Second thing is going to be preparing for your DBA. Again, you have a link here to more information about that DBA, which includes a new FRQ. So I'm just going to quickly click to that so that you can see it. You'll see a new DBA prep sheet there. As you scroll down, you're going to see a link to the FRQ that you're going to be working on. So again, you want to do that 20-minute timed free write in response to that question, handwritten, so that you're getting that experience of what it will be like on the College Board exam, and bring that with you, both hard copy and a digital copy, when you come to our DBA on Thursday. So that's job number 2. Job number 3, of course, is that DBA. You're going to bring that written response with you. Job number 4 is your Module 7 exam. And then job number 5 is going to be your collaborative solid waste lab. I'm going to ask that you bring 2 things from that, actually 3 things from that lab with you to our synchronous session as well. One is I would like you to take a picture of your experimental setup and bring that with you. A second is I would like you to bring your first week of data collection data with you so that we can take a quick look at each other's data. And then 3, any questions or things that you think need clarification on that lab. So bring those 3 things with you to our live synchronous session on Thursday. So the 5th thing is to attend class. And again, you're going to bring your FRQ materials all set to go. You're going to bring your pictures, your data, and your questions from your solid waste lab. And it'll be great for us to get back together again. And of course, it's going to happen on Thursday, March 4th from 8:30 to 9:15. Office hours are back to usual. Helpful resources are here. And preview of upcoming stuff is there as well. So our quick recap. This week, you are completing 7.06 to 7.08. Again, you should have part 1 of 7.06 done and turned in already. You'll do part 2 once you have feedback from me. You're going to prepare your FRQ response, and you're going to get an access code to your exam once you've completed that DBA reflection. As well, you're refining your procedure on the solid waste lab, continuing your experiment, collecting and recording your 2nd week of data. If you need help, if you want to just check in, remember I will again be available by email and office hours, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you this coming Thursday. Take care, and I'll see you soon.